and welcome to episode 192 of System Override. We are your hosts. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Brian.
This week we have an exciting show for you.
System Override. We will be starting out with Vinyl Press and the review of Drunk by Thundercat.
And then we have Car Culture and Beta.
I'm going to start this week with I am the host. Finally. Actually, no. I was the first host.
You were the first host, but yeah. It wasn't really...
It wasn't like, it was more of a tribute than a like hosting.
Yeah.
Alright, so this album is by Thundercat, and it's called Drunk.
I'm free as a bird, and light as the wind. Just leave me alone, just let me ride off into space ride.
Which, I mean, it's a pretty...
That's not very PG.
It's pretty PG. It could be worse. Yeah, this album is by Thundercat called Drunk. It's I would say mostly instrumental. It really doesn't. It has some vocals in it, but it's mostly instrumental and it has a few features. But this album was released in 2014, I believe. It was a bit ago now. It was either 14 or 15, if I remember correctly.
For whatever reason, it says it was released last year, February 24th.
The first music video came out in like 2016.
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Okay, so this album was released in 2017, so it's really, really recent. Let's start with Caden, because I'm actually excited to hear yours.
Sounds like Bill Wirtz.
I love that you say that, because I also think that too, and that's definitely not a bad thing. It's definitely not an insult, and it's more of a compliment than I would say anything.
Guys, we don't know if we told you this, but Sam, one of the albums he listened to, it was Haunted. And Sam has these supernatural powers now, where
it's really messed up.
It's really creepy. He can just pop,
into
anywhere.
Existence.
Yeah, he just there's Sam, and look what happened here. He just teleported in. Look at that. Sam, what can you tell us? How did you teleport here?
Hold on a second. Hold on, Brian.
You might need to give him a second because he just came in from the ether.
I was just trashing Drayton's favorite thing.
No,
so.
It's not my favorite. Don't lie to me.
Oh, cool.
What if we tell Caden we hate an album? Then he might love it. Do some like reverse psychology.
Okay, let me be fair. I'm exaggerating. I didn't hate it as much as I'm saying. It was good, but it just wasn't like anything great. All the songs kind of, like I said, just sounded like Bill Wirtz. It sounded like Bill Wirtz with a little bit extra in it.
Let's go to Brian.
What do I think? Guys, you already know I like most music, so but what I like about this album, like if you don't know that already, this album's like very jazz influenced, and it gave me a lot of vibes of like Herbie Hancock and his Spitfire album. Gave me those kind of vibes.
Yeah,
but
that guy.
Yeah,
he was like the first guy to like popularize, I'd say, synths with jazz. I think he came on the 70s.
I know that man,
but look him up. But
I won't.
I want a really deep zoom into your eyes when you say I know that man.
Anyway, I really enjoyed the album, and I like the humor behind it. It's not too serious, but also the work he put into like the music itself, and then the real bass like was a nice touch.
Yeah.
So Magic Man over there, what do you think of the album?
I enjoyed it a lot, actually. It was a very pleasant album to listen to. I enjoyed the parts where, like he'd get like funny, and he'd have like a comedic break almost at different parts throughout the album.
Yeah. So what I want to talk about next is probably like one of the final things before we should probably do scores is I had it and I lost it.
Why don't we just do scores?
Let's do scores. I lost my train of thought. So let's start with.
I wanted to start.
Okay, I was actually about to choose you too. So
Cool.
All right. What score do you give it?
6.
6. Okay, I actually called that.
6 out of 6. Nice.
Nice. 100. Winning.
Cool.
Okay, so Brian.
The meme of Brian and his scoring. Boy, I was thinking about giving it a 7.5 just so you guys wouldn't say anything, but I honestly have to give it an 8. I did give random album title a 9.
Yeah,
I did.
We did talk about that.
You switched it. You didn't give it. You switched it to a 9.
I was thinking
Random
about it.
album title had like a 29.0465 or something like that. Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Just the garbage scoring system that we have.
The perfect score.
The perfect score. But
So Sam, what'd you think?
8.
8.
ooh, yeah.
Ooh,
I enjoyed
Hi.
it. I
Nice.
enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely will be coming back.
And I would give this album I'll give it an 8.
That cut out really suddenly.
That did really sound like Bill Wirtz.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, you know something after this week's episode of Car Culture.
What is up, viewers? I'm Austin, and today we're going to be talking about one of the greatest cars ever made in Japan. Some of you may know it as Godzilla, but most of you may know it as the Nissan Skyline GTR. Without further ado, let's get episode 5 started right now. For those of you who do not know a lot about this car, I'm going to give you a little history. It was first created in 1989 and was made and produced in Mushi Maruyama, Japan until 2002 when it was discontinued. The GTR was introduced back when Nissan's other company, Datsun, released their version of it back in 1967 to 1973. The car exploded in the circuit track scene in Japan for it having a high performance output for it being a stock vehicle. From 1989 to 1998, the car came with a 5-speed manual. However, in 1999, the car was then produced to have a 6-speed manual and then was oh my god. I just talk and just like don't think, dude. I need to like think when I'm talking, bro. To the 6-speed transmission until the car was then From 1989 to 1998, the car came stock with a 5-speed transmission. However, in 1999, the car was then swapped to a 6-speed transmission until it was not produced any longer in 2002. The car came stock with an RB26 2.6 straight 6 twin-turboed motor. It came stock with about 276 horsepower from the factory, which back in the day was a very quick car. Man, that's a lot of 6s. From 1989 to 1998, the car was called a Nissan GTR R33. From 1999 to 2002, the car was known as the R34. The difference? Well, the R33 came with a 5-speed transmission, and the R34 came with a 6-speed transmission. With the car coming stock being twin-turboed and a 2.6 straight 6 motor, that was not the most impressive part about the car. Nissan decided to make the car all-wheel drive, which made this car superior to many other cars back in the day. When the car first came out, it skyrocketed the circuit track racing series and soon was one of the top cars, winning 4 out of the next 5 championships in Japan. Another way this car made a big impact in my life was when I was younger watching the Fast and Furious series, with having Paul Walker driving his infamous R34. Fortunately, I was able to see that R34 earlier this year and it was breathtaking. In 2007, they released the R35, then bringing the term Godzilla back to life. This car comes stock with 750 horsepower as well as the iconic straight 6 twin turbo motor. However, they upgraded the engine to a 3.8 liter rather than a 2.6 liter. But that just about wraps everything up for the Nissan GTR. I hope you enjoyed listening and hopefully learned something along the way. Anyways, I'm Austin and this has been episode 5. Later.
I learned what car I want to get after graduation.
You know what I'm going to get? Free food on October 31st in the Commons.
You know what October 31st is? It's Halloween.
That's right, but we need to finish the show first, so let's check out the next episode of Beta.
When individuals began to collect more money than entire governments, things changed. Instead of buying islands, the Eris family bought entire countries. Fast forward several generations, and the Eris family owns 72% of the free world. They set up their own government, centered entirely around business. They called it the conglomerate. What time did my handler say he would be here?
He didn't say. He just said he was coming to collect you tonight, and that he wants to talk to me.
Feels like he's late.
He can't be late if he never set a time.
He set nighttime as a time.
Come in!
It's not my handler.
Stop! Who are you?
Oh, don't worry. My name's V. Not here to hurt you. I'm the one who sent that message.
You're not my handler.
You said you want Beta, right?
Beta? No, I want that cube.
I've got a name, you know.
You can talk.
Yeah. Surprised me too. Shut up, either.
Hey!
Why can't it talk?
No idea. He says he's a personality within a shell.
I'm right here.
That sounds similar to descriptions of matrices.
Matrices? As in a matrix. That term is referenced several hundred times in my personality data.
What are you saying?
What's your name again?
Beta, I think. It's what we decided on when he woke me up from my nap.
And you don't know what Beta is exactly, or where he came from?
No. Well, I found him in my car.
I know. I put it there. I was going to a deal that went south and I had to ditch it in your car.
How could you ditch someone like that?
I didn't know it was a matrix at the time. This changes things.
He did say he was born in Sid.
Sid?
Yep.
That's a start. I'll take Beta to a friend to find out exactly where he's from.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stick with my friend, Jack Jackson.
It's just Jack.
Fine. But keep quiet.
I have a theory about this.
What is it?
What if it's all a dream?
All right, Biggie.
On another note, make sure you check out TC Weekly on your favorite social media outlets.
That is including, but not limited to, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat.
This week was a good week for shows. It's sad it has to end.
I know, right? Well, it's time to wrap it up. I'm Brian.
And I'm Carrie.
And this is
System Override.
System Override.